Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. For this video, I will be going over the Math Kangaroo 2020 test for levels 1 and 2. And in the last one, I did the 3-point problems, which I actually posted yesterday. And as I mentioned, I would be doing it quickly before this Thursday. And here I am again, only one day after, with the 4-point problems. Now, let's get started with number 9. Which piece completes the picture? So, let's look at the picture. So we want the middle square here filled in. So if we need half a spade, and then another half a spade, then half a heart, and then half a clover. So we have to look for the one first that has half a spade, half a spade, half a heart, half a clover. And for this answer, you're going to have to rotate it to fit it in. So first, let's take a look at A. So A, as you can see, has first, A has half a heart, half heart. Then A has half spade. Then it has half spade again. Then half heart. So we want, instead of this, we want half a clover, or you could call it a leaf, but I like to call it a clover. So we actually need half a clover instead. So that is why A is incorrect. So we can put an X on A. On to B. B has half a spade, half a spade, half a clover, and half a clover. So, as I mentioned, we want half a spade, half a spade, half a heart, and half a clover. We don't want half of a clover again. We want half a heart instead. So that is why we can cross out B. Now, on to C. C has half a clover, half a spade, half a spade, and half a heart. So this is everything that we need. Half a clover, half a spade, and half a heart. If we were to put it in the correct order, it would be first half a spade. So let's put check. First half a spade. Then we want another half a spade, then half a heart, and then half a clover. So that is why the answer for number 9 is C. On to number 10. A village with 12 houses has 4 straight roads and 4 circular roads. The map shows 11 of the houses. On each straight road, there are 3 houses. On each circular road, there are also 3 houses. Where on the map should a 12th house be put? So first, let's look at A. If we were to put a house on A, so let's drop a house here onto A. So now let's look if it messes up anything. So here we now have 3 houses, which is good, but here we now have 4 houses, which is we don't want 4 houses. Now, notice how earlier this row only has 2 houses. Using this, that means we have to add a house on either A or C to make it 3 houses. And as we mentioned, how A doesn't work because it'll have 4 houses on the circle. That means that it has to be C. And let's see if that works. Now, we can move over to this to C. And let's see if that messes anything up. Okay, C. If we were to see C, remember now it has 3 houses here, 1, 2, 3. And let's see if the circle gets what it needs. So that's 1 house for C, one house right over here, one house right over here. So C gets 3 houses there also. So that means the answer for number 10 is C. On to number 11. 5 shapes are made by gluing cubes together face to face. Which shape uses the most cubes? Okay, let's see which shape uses the most cubes. This shape over here, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cubes. Now, this shape over here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one under this, 6 cubes. This shape over here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one under this, 7 cubes. This shape over here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one under this, also 7 cubes. And E finally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one under these two, 8 cubes. And as we can see, 8 is the most amount that we have over here. So the answer for number 11 would be E. On to number 12. A number is written on each petal of 2 flowers. One petal is hidden. The sums of the numbers on the 2 flowers are equal. What number is written on the hidden petal? So, let's look at the flower that has all its petals. So, if we look at the flower that has all of its petals, the numbers are 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 1. So now when we add all of this, when you do the first, you get 8 plus 7 plus 10. When you do 9 and 1, then this equals 25. So the amount on the first petal is 25. Now, if we were to look at the numbers that the second flower has at the moment, we see it as 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, and this is equal to 20. And now, since we see that at the moment the big flower has 25 and the smaller one has 20, we have to subtract, and we get that the hidden petal is equal to 5. So that's why the answer for number 12 is C. On to number 13. In which of the following pictures is more of the shape shaded than in any of the others? Okay, let's look at A. A has everything in the middle shaded and these 4 corners not shaded. So that would be half plus half plus half plus half, which we can simplify to 2. So whichever one has the less number here means it has the least unshaded, and then that'll be the answer. Now B has half plus half plus half. Half plus half plus half. We can simplify this to 1 and a half. Next, C. C has half, half, and a whole. So half plus 1 is equal to 2. So we can simplify half plus 1 to 2. This one, 1 half half. 1 plus half is also equal to 2. Now E has 1 plus 1, which we all know is equal to 2. So as you can see, every other one except B has 2. So that's why the answer for number 13 is B, because it has 1 and a half, which is less than 2. On to number 14. Mary wants to write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 inside the 6 squares of the figure. She wants a different number in each square. She wants both the sum of the numbers in the blue squares and the sum of the numbers in the yellow squares to be 10. What number must she write in the square with the question mark? So, if we notice, the yellow squares, there are only 2 of them. And the only 2 numbers here that'll add up to make 10 are 6 and 4. So we know that in the yellow square there will be 6 here and 4 here. The order actually doesn't matter. Now that means we either want 5, 3, 2, and 1. We want 3 out of these numbers. So if we were to add up, let's add up all of them first. If we were to add up 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, we would get 11. Now let's subtract 10 from 11, and we get 1. So 1 is the number that is going to be in the question mark and not in the blue squares. That's why the answer number 14 is A. Number 15. This card is lying on the table, so it has a circle, a square, and a triangle. It is flipped over its top edge and then flipped over its left edge as shown in the picture. What does the card look like after the first two flips? So cross out C, because since the square is in the middle, it'll never change its place, because the middle one, no matter how you rotate it, will always be in the middle. So we can rule out C. Now, the circle and the square are both the same no matter how you look at it. Only the triangle will be able to switch how it looks. So when it goes upward, the circle will stay the exact same. Triangle will stay different, and square will stay the same, because the triangle will now be looking how it looks in B and in A. Then when you rotate it sideways this way on its left edge, it'll still stay the same as here. So it won't be E or D. Now we have to decide, when it goes on the left edge, will it change its position? And yes, it will. Even though the middle won't change, the triangle will reach here, and the circle will reach here. So that is why the answer for number 15 will be B, which did change its place of the triangle and circle, and not A, which left everything exactly the same besides the triangles how it's facing. On to the last question, number 16. Grandmother has just baked 12 cookies. She wants to give all of the cookies to her 5 children, but also wants to give each of the grandchildren the same number of cookies. How many cookies should she bake? How many more cookies? So if we want to know how many more cookies, we first have to list some multiples of 5. So multiples of 5 include 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. I'll stop here. Now, which one is the smallest out of these that is greater than 12? So let's start putting X's on some of them. Can't be 5 because it's less than 12. Now, it also can't be 10 because 10 is also less than 12. But 15 works fine because it is greater than 12. And now that means it's the least. And 20 and 25 are two, will also work, but she wants to give it to all of them, so we don't want her to bake too much. We want her to bake the exact right amount. So now we have to do 15 minus 12. So what is 15 minus 12 equal to? 15 minus 12 is equal to 3. So now we know that we want grandmother to bake 3 more cookies. And the answer choice that is 3 is D. So thank you for watching. That is all of the 3-point problems. Please remember to check out my channel also tomorrow, because I will be finishing up with the 5-point problems, which will be the last Math Kangaroo video I do before the actual test. So yeah, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and thank you for watching. Bye.